A lot of people think the question is, have we outgrown our house? And usually what they mean is, do we need more square footage? But I don't think that's the right question. My girls share a room by choice. My brother has 4 boys sharing a room. I know families with even more kids who happily share bedrooms and have no plans to move. In fact, many families intentionally choose room sharing because it works well for their family, their culture, and the relationships. So today we are not going to talk about square footage. We are not going to talk about how many bedrooms you have. And we're definitely not talking about whether your kids share a room or not. Instead, we are going to ask a different question. Does your home still support the life you are trying to live? Because sometimes the answer is yes. Sometimes the answer is no. And sometimes the answer has nothing to do with the size of the house at all. Today, I'm going to walk you through 7 questions to help you decide whether your current home still fits this season of your life, or whether it may be time to start thinking about a move. By the end of this video, you will have a much clearer idea of whether your home is still serving your family well and what your next steps might be. Hi, my name is Christine. I am a wife, a mom of 2, Bible-believing Christian, homeschool parent, and a Utah realtor who owns Wings and Roots of Utah. And I am affiliated with Keller Williams Utah Realtors. Here on this channel, I help people buy and sell homes here in Utah, plant their roots, spread their wings, and confidently navigate their next chapter. Whether you are buying, selling, relocating, or just simply exploring what is possible, my goal is to help you find a place that truly fits your family, your lifestyle, and your future goals. If that sounds helpful, please make sure to subscribe, because every week I share information designed to help Utah families make confident real estate decisions. Now let's jump into those 7 questions. Question number 1, does your home still support your daily routine? Not your dream routine, not somebody else's routine, your actual everyday life. Think about how your family functions day to day. Do you have space for the things that matter most? Can everyone reasonably accomplish what they need to accomplish without constant frustration? Maybe you homeschool. Maybe someone works from home. Maybe you host family often. Maybe you are in a season where storage matters more than entertaining. So the question isn't whether your home is perfect. The question is whether it still supports your family's current needs. Question number 2. Are you constantly trying to make the house do something it wasn't designed to do? This is one I see often. Some examples. A dining room becomes an office. A guest room becomes a classroom. A corner of the living room becomes a workout area. And sometimes that is completely fine. But if you are constantly rearranging, compromising, and forcing rooms to serve purposes they were never intended to serve, it may be worth asking whether the house still fits your lifestyle. Sometimes the issue isn't the size of the house. Sometimes it's the functionality of the layout. Question number 3. Do you still love where you live? Notice I didn't ask if you love the house. I asked if you loved where you live. Sometimes the house is perfectly fine, but life has changed. Maybe your commute has changed. Maybe your kids' activities have changed. Maybe you want to be closer to family or friends. Maybe you are looking for different amenities, a different community, or simply a different pace of life. A home is more than 4 walls and a roof. Location impacts your daily life just as much as the house itself. So ask yourself, if you could pick up your current home and place it somewhere else, would you? If the answer is yes, the house may not be the problem. If the answer is no, it might be worth exploring other areas. Question number 4. If you were buying today, would you choose this house again? This is one of my favorite questions because it removes the emotion behind it. When many of us bought our homes, we were in a different season of life. There were different needs, there were different priorities, there were different goals. So imagine you are starting fresh today. Would you still choose this house? Would you choose the same neighborhood? Would you choose the same floor plan? Would you choose the same commute? If the answer is yes, that's wonderful. But if the answer is no, that's valuable information too. It doesn't mean you need to move tomorrow, but it does help clarify whether your current home is still the right fit for this season of life. Question number 5, are you staying in the house because you love the house or because moving feels very overwhelming? Now, let's be honest. Moving is a lot. Buying, selling, packing, decluttering, changing routines, learning a new neighborhood. It is completely normal to feel overwhelmed by just the idea. But sometimes homeowners stay in a house they no longer enjoy simply because moving feels like a big project. If that's you, I want you to take a step back. I want you to ask yourself, if moving was easy, would I still stay? That's often where the real answer starts to appear. Question number 6. Would a move solve a real problem or just create a different one? This is where I encourage people to think carefully. Every house has trade-offs. Every neighborhood has trade-offs. Every season of life has trade-offs. Sometimes moving solves a genuine problem. Other times it simply exchanges one set of challenges for another. Maybe you gain more space, but increase your commute time. Maybe you get a larger yard, but add more maintenance. Maybe you move closer to family or friends, but farther away from work. There is no perfect house. There is only the house that best supports your priorities right now. So before deciding to move, be sure you are solving the right problem. Question number 7. What does your next chapter actually look like? Now, this may be the most important question of all. When you think about the next 5, maybe 10 years, what do you see? Do you see more family gatherings? Do you see more traveling? Do you see a home office? What about homeschooling? A lower maintenance lifestyle maybe? Being closer to children or even grandchildren? Do you see more land? Do you see less land? And the goal isn't to buy the biggest house. The goal is to have a home that supports the life you are building. I often tell people that real estate isn't really about houses. It's about the people. It's about lifestyle. It's about creating a home that supports what matters most to your family. And when you start thinking about your next chapter through those lenses, the right decision often becomes much clearer. Some homeowners find that their current home still fits beautifully. Others discover they are ready for a change. Neither answer is wrong, and the goal is simple: to make an intentional decision. If you found this video helpful, please give it a thumbs up and please subscribe to the channel. Please share this video with someone who may be wondering whether their current home is still the right fit. It really helps support the channel and helps more Utah families find this information. Please remember, the goal isn't to have the biggest house. The goal is not to keep up with everyone else. The goal is to have a home that supports your family, your priorities, and the life you are trying to build. For some people, that means staying exactly where they are. But for others, it means embracing a new chapter. The key is making the decision intentionally. Again, I am Christine, owner of Wings and Roots of Utah, affiliated with Keller Williams Utah Realtors. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video.